This was sent over to me to review. I have a rechargeable hand warmer. Looks like we got a nice little carry pouch. It is a Type C rechargeable. Now, that is one feature that I like. I wish everything would go to Type C. But here is the hand warmer. I've never used one of these, but when I was reading about it, it looks like it can get up to 131 degrees. I feel like that might be a little too much, but I'm going to play with it. I'm going to see the different settings, how well it works. It could also charge your other devices, so it could work as a rechargeable battery for your phone. I wouldn't use it for that because, I mean, it's meant for the hand warmer, but if you're in a pinch. So there are 3 levels. Now, I can't figure out how to get it to change over to Fahrenheit. I think we're stuck with the Celsius, but there's 3 levels, 3 different temperatures, and it says that it will work up to 10 hours. I will do a couple different tests to see what kind of, lengths of time that I actually get personally, and I'll let you know what type of test and how I did it. First, we're going to get it plugged in. We're going to get it charged up. I like that it has that little screen there where it tells you the percentage. We're at 59% with it shipped, so let's get it charged. Alright, so we are fully charged. It only took a couple hours, not too long. I want to say from 0 to 100, it's supposed to take maybe 4 hours. Probably about right. We're going to put it on the L1, which is the first level. And we're going to let it heat up a little bit. It should start heating up pretty quickly. And I'm going to get out my thermometer, and we're going to kind of test the temperatures as well. Like, not quite enough for me to feel it yet, but we could do the 3 different levels. We'll start out with the first one, though. After a couple of minutes, we're at 94, 95 degrees, and it's still rising. It will take a few minutes to get to the full temperature. If you watch it, it's 33, it just went to 34. You could watch it in real time as it increases the temperature. And as you're holding it, you will notice the temperature increasing as well. It's starting to get a little warm, a little toasty. And at least for bare hands right here would actually be great for me. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to crank it up. Let's go ahead and see how hot this thing gets. Alright, so we are on level 2, and that does get really warm. Go ahead and check it. 113 degrees, so yeah, it gets pretty hot. I'll go ahead and I'll crank it up to the 3rd level. Let's see how hot it gets. Alright, so I got it cranked up, and that is hot. Yeah, over 130 degrees. Now, if I was going to use it at this level, I would be wearing gloves, most likely. It's pretty hot to touch it, holding it just like this. I would not. But also, it will drain the battery horribly fast if you got it on level 3. Alright, so I got to run and do some stuff, and it looks like we lucked out today. The weather's nice and rainy and cold, so it's a good day to test this hand warmer and just see how toasty it gets. I will try it out in my pocket for a few hours, and then I'll come back and I'll just see how long it actually lasts for me. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to power it up, and then I'm going to stick it in my pocket and take off. Alright, it is evening. I am back. I had it in my pocket for about 4 hours, and then I had it on my desk for about 2.5 hours. And we're at 16% battery. So I definitely did not get the full 10 hours that they say. So I'm not sure what kind of conditions would get 10 hours. But I did get a solid about 6.5 hours out of it, with 2 on the, sitting out in ambient temperature, and then 4 inside my pocket. And my pocket was definitely nice and toasty. It's 6:11 now, and I left before noon. So yeah, it works pretty well. I would say that, like I said, I didn't get the 10 hours, but I did get a solid few hours, and it takes a couple hours to charge it. So as long as you're not needing it for like an all-day heat use, it's not bad. Or for those that are wondering, you can get a fast charge out of it. So if you want to use it as an emergency backup, you can.